Hey up, welcome back. So a bit of a channel update, a bit of admin for you from my little home built editing suite here, where all the sort of editing magic takes place. And got a complete new sound system up and running, so you should find that the audio quality on the videos, particularly those that contain voiceovers, is hugely improved. You might have to knock the volume up a little bit, but the quality will be far better. Well, it better be, because this lot were very expensive indeed. Okay, so I hope it's coming through loud and clear on this here newfangled microphone. Now then, where are we? Oh, first thing I've got to mention, yesterday, back in Norman, the Royal Enfield Classic 350 out of the driveway onto the road, I dropped him. Now, basically what happened was I was in the driveway facing away from the road, doing some little bits and bats and adjustments, and unbeknown to me, whilst I was doing that, because my helmet was on, the home help for next door turned up and parked flush with my driveway and disappeared off into the house next door. And me being me, assuming that the road would still be clear, back Norman now, and there were a bit of a thud, and sure enough the right hand soft pannier had collided with the rear bumper of this here car, not causing the slightest bit of damage of course, but tipping the bike over at such an angle that it became unrecoverable, and I had to do a soft drop of the bike. Now, hey, as you'll see in the video, because I'm bearing all with this, as you can see in the video, I fought like hell to get that bike back up and couldn't. And it's not the heaviest of bikes, the Royal Enfield Classic 350, but I did every trick in the book that I could to get it back upright, including the famous put your back into it. I suspect one or two reasons why it would not right itself, or I couldn't get the bike to stand up properly. Number one, it's not a very tall bike, so the amount of leverage from your back to get it back up isn't what it could be. And secondly, of course, it were up tight against the back of this car. So throw all of those into the mix, and for love nor money, I could not get it upright. As you'll see in the video, I did try and drag it away from the car to create a bit of space. Still didn't work. So I ended up having to wait for the home help to come out from next door and ask her to help me to lift the bike up, which she did. Thank you very much. And managed to get him righted, and the only damage, I'm pleased to say, as you'll see in the main video that will be on, which will be the second review of the Royal Enfield Interceptor Bear 650, you'll see that there's really no damage at all. The crash bars took the impact, and the little jivvy plastic trim blocks specifically took the impact, so there isn't even a mark on the crash bars. And also my cheapest chips Indian pannier frames, hey, they took a bit of a scrape, but other than that, not a problem. Bit of paint sorted. So I dropped Norman. Sorry Norman, have a look at the video, have yourself a laugh. Hey, I don't know why I couldn't lift it up. I dropped my BMW R1200 GS Adventure in the driveway about 7 years ago, put me back into that and got it back up no problem. Little Classic 350, couldn't. So yeah, so that's first on my crib notes for your edification. That on to the arrival of the Royal Enfield Classic 650. Well, if you've seen a short that I put up, you'll realise there's been some problems getting insurance for that bike. Now, I'm speaking to you on a Thursday. I'd arranged to pick that bike up from Apple Yards on a Monday, but when I rang Bennett's Insurance, who I have my multi-bike policy with and have for some time, this morning they said that because it's a new bike, new to market, they couldn't give me an insurance quote and change the bikes on the policy over the phone or via the website, and that they would email me within 3 days basically on the email asked me to ring them back where they'd be able to quote me a price for the swap. 72 hours, 3 days, Sunday out of the equation, and that takes us well into Monday. So it's looking extremely tight, and that's assuming they come up with the goods. But me trying to be a smart aleck, of course, what I did was I went on a few comparison websites, Money Supermarket, Compare the Meerkat, all of those, confused.com. No, you can't get insurance. So I just thought to myself, I'll get a bit of leverage with Bennett's here if they start dragging the reels, and I'll just be able to say, look, I've managed to insure it separately via A, B or C. Well, you can't insure it separately via A, B and C because they won't entertain it. So as it stands, certainly in terms of getting immediate insurance for a Classic 650, you can't. So, not good enough. They've known about this bike coming along with the insurance companies for long enough now. There's absolutely no reason why this shouldn't be well and truly on the books. It's only a 650cc motorcycle, you know. And here's me, 62-year-old, God knows how many years, no claims, well over 10. And every sort of mitigating factor and low risk you can imagine in the book. Bikes in a locked brick-built garage, locked up overnight, yada-da-da-da. And so not very satisfactory at all. So I will keep you posted on how that pans out with insurance. Interesting state of affairs. Now then, yeah, this weekend, on a more positive note, this weekend there'll be 2 videos this weekend. Now on Saturday morning, if all goes well, you should see a fantastic ride out on the Royal Enfield Interceptor Bear 650. A second look at this bike. Now I did review this bike with all the sort of facts, figures and numbers a few weeks back. Go take a look at that. But what I wanted to do was take it for a full day and take it on a long ride into the countryside and get a feel for the bike. So myself and Andy had a good long ride out from Route 59 Cafe to the Housestein Gorge Cafe for a bit of breakfast, and then over the tops down into Massam, and from Massam to Kettlewell via the stunning Camgill Road. Beautiful, and that bike behaved absolutely impeccably. Brilliant bike, the Royal Enfield Interceptor Bear 650, and if you watch that video on Saturday morning you'll see exactly why I liked it. In fact, when I was looking at the Classic 650, the Bear 650 came very, very close, but it was the looks of the Classic 650, particularly the black and chrome one, which stole my heart. Ho-ho! Otherwise it'd have been the Bear. There we go. Now on Sunday morning, there's a cracking video where myself, Andy and Colin took a ride out back to the North Yorkshire moors to a place, or a route rather, that I'd been asked to ride by a couple of subscribers on the channel. And that route was sort of Helmsley to Kirby Moorside to Hutton Le Hole, then right up to the Lion Inn pub, then down to the Yorkshire Cycle Hub, a cafe in the middle of nowhere. Beautiful, stunning place, an incredible backdrop. And from there up Rosedale Chimney Bank, where we had a spot of lunch overlooking tremendous valley views. Absolutely incredible. It's a half-hour video. There's very little commentary on it. There is a bit of commentary on it, but there's very little because I just wanted to leave it to speak for itself. Little bit of music as well, but not too much. So yeah, have a look at that Sunday morning. Fantastic ride out. It's got to go down in my books as one of the must-do iconic rides in the North York Moors National Park. Brilliant. So have a look at that Sunday morning. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, I've talked about this new audio setup here. You might be able to see behind me on the screen my editing software that I normally use, which is Filmora Wondershare. I bought a lifetime license on this quite a few years ago, so it gets updated regularly, but it does have a lot of annoying quirks. I have DaVinci Resolve on the system, but I've never found the time to sit down and work out how to use that, and that's supposed to be the industry standard. But I may well be going into collaboration with Power Director. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm just speaking to them at the moment, but it may well be that I start learning and using Power Director and covering it on the channel as well, because I know there's a lot of you out there that are interested in doing this sort of thing yourself. So watch out for that. Aye, so passed the 6,000 subscriber mark yesterday. Thank you very much to everybody who subscribed to the channel. I know I put out calls to action on most of my videos asking people to subscribe, and I know some people take umbrage at it and say, I'm sick of you asking people to subscribe. Look, I've just got to say again, at the risk of repeating myself, without subscribers there is no channel, and without a steady increase in the number of subscribers there is no channel. And anybody that runs a YouTube channel will tell you that subscriptions are the main metric for measuring the success of a YouTube channel, and it's what drives the algorithms and drives the delivery of my content, in this case, to a wider audience. So I'd really appreciate it. Obviously my videos, all of my videos, are completely free to view now and at any time, and subscribing doesn't cost a penny, not now, not ever. So I make no apologies whatsoever for repeatedly asking if people will subscribe, because still something like 67% of all the people that view my channel, including people who are repeat viewers of my channel that keep coming back, are not subscribed. And I really would appreciate it if you would, because it really does make a massive difference. I couldn't go into it in great detail here, and I wouldn't bore you with it, but please trust me, it's what keeps the channel going. Yeah, what I'm also looking to do is take a decent stills camera out and about going forward, and getting some really good quality stills photographs that I'll sort of shoot in raw format, for those of you that know your photography, and I'll edit in Photoshop, and hopefully there'll be some stunning high quality 4K stills images taken on a proper camera with a proper lens, not on an iPhone. Alright, so that's it, that's the update. So I will keep you up to speed with developments with insuring the Royal Enfield Classic 650. I can't believe that none of these bikes are ever going to be able to be sold to anybody because the insurance companies can't get their act together. I can't believe that. So I might just have to wait a little bit longer for that bike to arrive. But anyway, I'm sure Bennett's have got a great reputation. They've always been fine by me, so they better call me back within 72 hours as promised, haven't they, and get me sorted, because like I said, it's only a 650cc bike. It's nothing special in the grand pantheon of bikes. It's not like it's a bloody £30,000 200 brake horsepower MV Augusta, is it? It's not that. And me, even I should be able to afford one of them without too much hassle to get insured. But anyway, Royal Enfield Classic 650 at the moment, no go. Got to be sorted out. Alright, so hope that was of some interest to you. Thank you for bearing with me. Do look out for those videos on Saturday and Sunday. Hope you enjoy them. Please feel free to comment. And again, please, if you would subscribe, click a like, and feel free to share this video. I really would appreciate it. And for now, I'll see thee.